We've got third quarter market prediction, or actually market report going for Lafayette Parish and Acadiana for September 2021. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my prediction for quarter four, end of year, and what's going to happen moving forward, along with a little surprise of what happens if you just wait. So stay tuned. So jumping right into the numbers. For the first time all year, we had a slight decrease in total number of units sold. Ready for it? 5. We had 5 fewer homes sold in September 2021 compared to 2020, which is a 1.25% decrease compared to this time last year. If we go and look from an annualized state, cumulative state, we are 27.48% year-over-year increase compared to this time last year. And if you go and take a step further, 2019 saw a 45.6% increase for so far this year, end of quarter 3 through 2019. Now, taking a look at dollar volume, we got a similar story, actually a little bit better one. We had 101.9 sold last year, 101.9 million sold last year compared to 106.5. That's a 4.5% increase compared to last September's numbers. If we look on the broad scope, we're 38.69% higher than we were this time last year. So cumulatively speaking, we are really knocking them out the park. What's happening is we're selling a lot more higher dollar volume, and that's going to show up in some other statistics moving forward. Now, if we compare it to 2019, 65.1% increase compared to 2019. So from the last normal year, we're still in just absolute crazy mode. So what is it going to look like moving forward in the next couple of months? So, of course, we always look at 2 particular indicators that give us an idea of where we're heading, not where we're going, but where we're heading. 382 homes were put on the market last year. 368 homes were put on the market this year. That's a 3.5% decrease in the total number of new homes that are put up on the market. So the supply dipped a touch. When homes coming off the market, actually, let me backtrack. That's a 12% increase year over year. So supply is up. We had a little bitty dip this past month, but overall year over year, we're just under 12% more homes on the market than last year. And listen, that's a good thing. Buyers need to have more homes to be able to choose from. So next, we're looking at homes that are coming off the market, thinking about a buyer and a seller having a meeting of the minds. That's the pending sales that come up. Those were down as well. We were 1.5% fewer homes that went under contract, a grand total of 6. Again, sky's not falling. We have had a little bit of a downtick since end of quarter 1 all the way down, a little bit fewer, less over less. This makes sense because we have fewer homes that are on the market to be able to choose from. Year over year, we're still looking at a 24.5% increase in the total number of pending sales that have come on the market. So moving forward, we still should be pretty close as far as the total number of units. We'll be close, maybe a point or 2 plus or minus. At the end of the day, it's still a super healthy market. So average sales price, what has it done? It's moved up 8.8% from 237 to 258. Super strong. The prices has gone up quite a bit. Sellers is a good opportunity to be able to make a little bit of money. So when we were talking about the available homes that were for sale, we had 1,472 last year. We're down to 1,007 at all points of the market, 0 to a million plus, 31.6% fewer homes for sale. That's about a 6-week supply of inventory. Now, if we're looking at a neutral market, which doesn't favor neither buyer or seller, that's a 6-month. That's, like I said, doesn't favor either party, buyer or sellers. We're at a 1.6 month or roughly 6 weeks supply of property. So what does that mean for quarter 4, 2021 and all of 2022 moving forward? So 2021, no doubt, we're going to have another record year here in real estate for Lafayette Parish. And for the first time ever, we're going to cross the $1 billion market, as Dr. Evil and Austin Powers mentioned. We're 38.4 million away from crossing that mark for the first time ever. If you look at all of Acadiana's real estate, we're on pace to be able to hit 1.8 billion, which is yet another record year for Acadiana's real estate market. 5 in a row. Absolutely crazy. So, we're moving forward on quarter 4. we'll see that percentage decrease in the number of pending homes that are coming up on the market. That's going to drop. We shouldn't see that 24, mid 20s increase. It's not mathematically sustainable, especially with that much fewer homes that are available for buyers to be able to choose from. So good news, we still have a little increase on supply. Buyers, you've got the ability to go through and have a little bit more things to be able to choose. So, what does that mean? Have we hit the peak of the market? It certainly appears that we are at that spot. Those pending sales are what tells us where we're going to be. Those have been dropping a little bit month over month over month for the last few months. Does it mean that the bottom's going to fall out? Absolutely not. The rates are still historically low. We're at a 2.875 to 3% 30-year fix, 2.375 to 2.5 year for a 15-year fixed. Government loans, rural development, VA, FHA, those are still holding 2.75 to 2.875%. Still absolutely incredible. So I actually want to go and do a little bit of a show and tell, so to speak, so you can kind of see what that happens to look like. So we throw all these numbers out, and interest rates don't necessarily make a ton of sense. So I'm going to jump onto a mortgage calculator for you guys to be able to see. Right here, we've got an average home value, or what we're going to do is look at a $300,000 mortgage from today's interest rates at 2.875. Because one of the questions that I get a lot is, well, if it's looking like things are slowing down, why don't I wait for prices to drop? So we're going to go ahead and dispel that mentality right away and what that looks like. We're going to either prove or disprove what that looks like. So we got a $300,000 loan. We're not going to put a down payment. We're going to keep property taxes, property insurance, PMI, HOA, all that stuff. We want to be able to compare apples to apples. So when we do that, let's see, so everybody can see that we're all loaded in here. We're at $1,244.68 per month. That's what today's rates happen to be. And at the bottom right corner, you'll see right here, 148,083. This is the total amount of interest payments, assuming you stayed at the house for the entire 30 years, didn't make any additional principal or interest payments. So what happens if I wait and interest payments interests are starting to climb up? Because right now that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a little bit of a tick up. We're seeing a little bit of a tick up in homes that are coming up as far as interest rates rising. There's evidence that it's going to particularly start to rise gradually a little bit. So what does that happen to look like? If we jump in and we take that same spot, we take it, zoom in so everybody can see all this stuff a little bit better. We take a $285,000 home, so we're going to assume a 5% decrease. So the loan amount would be 285. But if that rate went up to 4.5, which is what things were going for back in 2019. So we went from 1244. We're going to go, the price dropped, but the interest rates rise. So the cost of the money ended up going up. What does that look like? Same house for 285 went from 1244 to 1444. That's a $200 a month increase in the total number, in the total monthly payment. So we got a $200 gap by waiting for that timeline to be able to jump down. What's even more interesting is that we took that 148 in total number of interest paid. That went from 148 to $234,000. That, my friends, is $86,000 more over the life of the loan. $86,000. So waiting for prices to be able to drop down while rates are coming in. If you plan on being here for the long haul, this is an amazing opportunity to be able to jump in, take advantage of these rates. Even if prices drop, you're insulated. You can stay there for a very, very long time. So if you're thinking about it, this is something that's been kind of on your mind for a little bit. Or if you're interested in checking out what your equity position happens, so you can take advantage of being able to sell at opportune times, buy at interest rates that are record times right now, highly recommend you giving us a call. Please feel free to reach out. You can reach out on my personal cell, 337-658-5690. You can shoot me an email, Robbie@RobbieBreaux.com. I look forward to connecting with you. You can also shoot me a DM over here too. Hope you're having an amazing day, and we look forward to connecting soon. Thanks.